We literally almost go to beg money on the street, but we kind of held back, our integrity. What kept us going while we were losing money in trading was because we could see a very strong potential in forex trading.
How we shifted from losing trade to being profitable was when we took it serious.
We get to understand how to become disciplined. Forex trading shouldn't be a hobby.
What we have right now is based on our efforts and not giving up along the way. Hi, my name is Olaiton Shobambo. I'm known as KiitanFX. I'm from Nigeria and I'm a forex trader and a mentor here in Dubai.
My name is Oluwatosin Shobambo, known as KiitanFX. I'm from Nigeria and I'm a professional forex trader and a mentor. I used to live in Nigeria. I have some songs which I've recorded and I'm looking for an opportunity to use a very beautiful location to shoot a music video for one of my songs, because I've seen a lot of beautiful locations in Dubai which I feel will be very good for the status of my video. And getting here, I wasn't able to shoot the video at that very moment because a month after I got into Dubai, there was a lockdown going on due to the COVID-19. During this period, I was still doing my music, doing production for some artists back home in Nigeria to, make some money to sustain. And then I had a chance to shoot the video, and the video was very beautiful, and I was doing some promotion at the time back home in Nigeria. The end of the year, I brought in my wife and my son because they were alone in Nigeria and I want them to come here so we can live together.
One of the biggest challenges we faced was financial issue. When I got here, like few months after I got pregnant with my second child. So we were living in Marina then, and so we were actually thinking of moving to a bigger environment, more family friendly. So we moved to a villa. After spending about 1.5 years in the villa, we moved out. And from there, we started moving from hotel to hotel. We sold most of our things. In fact, all of our things. The only thing we didn't sell was our phone.
So at the time, it was a very big challenge for us because my wife was breastfeeding. We didn't have so much money. She would call our brother in the UK. He helped us to send some money at the time. I talked to my mom back home in Nigeria. I told her to sell my property, my house back home, because we don't want to go back. Some people will say, why don't you just leave and go back? But we didn't want to go back because we could see potential opportunity here rather than being back home in our country. So we struggled so hard. A lot of people would have given up, going through such kind of circumstances, but we never gave up because we could see a brighter future. At some points, we literally almost go to beg money on the street. I came back to the hotel one day when I went to meet someone who I could get some money from, and my wife was lamenting to me that she was almost tempted to go to the street and begging people for money. I told her I was actually feeling the same way, but we kind of held back, our integrity. We never want to succumb to that. That we rather not eat, but making sure that our kids are, eating so well. So it was quite so tough.
The first time I heard about forex trading was after I gave birth to my second child. I was basically jobless, doing nothing at all. My husband was busy with his music business. My younger brother messaged me, so it was like, okay, how about you start doing forex trading? And I was like, forex trading, what's that? So I made some research and he told me he will actually introduce me to some community where they trade forex and put people through. I found out that it was more of a referral. So I stopped attending to the community and I did my own research on YouTube. So I came across option trading and I deposited $100. From $100, I made $500. So it's my first withdrawal from it was like an high hope. Now I was like, this is actually real. At that time, I actually told my husband about it, but we were both not really serious. So it was more of a game for me. From there, the first withdrawal, I didn't trade again. Because I didn't want to lose. I was thinking maybe it's more like give and take. So when I come back, it's going to the loss again?
She told me about it, and we decided to look into it. Then we were trading on pocket option, which is quite different from Forex trading. It was a little bit more of like gambling because it's difficult to make profit off it. Maybe because we are less experienced at the time. I told her, is there any other way we can do this easier? And she told me she heard about in the group they were talking about MetaTrader, and we made a research on that, and we watched kind of different videos on YouTube to see how trading actually works on MetaTrader. And I said, this is a little bit, different, and I think we can learn about this. And we started doing more research on the internet, watching different trading YouTubes, and this is how we get to start learning how to trade. What kept us going while we were losing money in trading was because we could see a very strong potential in Forex trading. And at the time when we started learning, we are facing so much financial challenge due to the fact that we don't have any other option to earn money. And whatever little money we have, we try to find any means necessary for us to multiply that amount of money. And what really inspired me more is the fact that I can do this and make money in a blink of an eye if I really do understand how to do it. Because I've seen a lot of people, doing it, and I've seen them making money. This is more different, like doing a 9-to-5 job where you have to work for a whole month and you only earn at the end of the month. But this is something you can do that can get you really financially independent.
How we shifted from losing trade to being profitable was we took it seriously. We paid more attention to it, and we kept asking ourselves, like, how are these big traders making so much money from it and we cannot make same amount? We understand that your investments, your fund, actually it will determine the amount of profit you make, but still they are more consistent in the profit.
We get to understand the psychological part of trading. We get to understand how to become disciplined, because seeing a Forex trading shouldn't be a hobby. You have to see it as a business, because whatever you're doing to make money, you don't have to see it as something you're doing on the side. You have to put your full attention to it. You have to see what you're doing wrong. Whenever you're making a wrong step, you have to understand, what could I be doing wrong? Identify the things that you're doing wrong and try to seek more knowledge on how to do it rightly.
Yeah, my experience has shaped my life in Dubai. It's opened my mind and my eyes to a lot of things on how to keep relationships, how to deal with things like reality. You just have to face reality. You don't have to put blames on people, on yourself. Just see life as it is. Whatever situation you face, you're going through, just make sure you don't sit on the problem. Look for the solution and move on, because life goes on. Whether you're alive or dead, life still goes on. What we have right now is based on our efforts and not giving up along the way. Focus on the knowledge, the experience. Learn from what we've been through and make use of it. Don't overlook, don't focus on the material part of it.
I want people to take away from this video that everything you face in life, there is always an end to it. Whenever you see a problem, don't sit down and lament over a problem. Seek for solutions, and you can always find. And always make sure you recognize opportunity. Take it by every means necessary for you to have it change your life. So I want people to learn from our story. Let them be inspired and be motivated, rather than looking at what we have achieved in terms of material things. That doesn't really count, because we didn't just wake up one day and seeing ourselves in this position. We worked so hard for it. And that's what I want people to get inspired about. Work hard for whatever you believe in, and it's definitely going to come to you easily. If you love this video and find our story interesting, please like this video, comment, subscribe, and follow for more.